Yo, what is up guys? So today I'm making a video on one of the most frequently asked about mods, and that would be exhaust. So I've owned my E92 for a little bit under 2 years now. About a year ago, I took it down to a muffler shop and I had the Resonator deleted. It already had the Muffler Delete when I purchased it, but as of 3 or 4 months ago, I was wanting something a little bit deeper, a little bit louder, but I didn't want to fork out the money for like an aftermarket exhaust system. People spend anywhere from $400 or $500 all the way up to $1,500, $2,000 on just an exhaust system, and it's arguable on if it's even worth it. So for like the average person who wants a louder car, they want to hear rumbles, they want to hear crackles, they want to hear that exhaust note, they're not going to want to spend that much money because you could use $2 grand on a bunch of other mods. I mean, that's wheels, that's suspension work, that's all sorts of things that you could do. So I started reading up on the forums, and I went on Beamer Post, I went on all the other forums and kind of just searched up what would be the best route, and I saw a few guys on there that decided to do a secondary cat delete. So on these cars you have 4 catalytic converters. You have 2 primary catalytic converters that are coming out of the manifold. They have O2 sensors right after them, so if you end up deleting those, you have to do some minor adjustments. That way your car won't throw a check engine light for a missing O2 sensor. And then you have 2 more catalytic converters downwards of those. So the 2 catalytic converters downwards from the primaries, they do not have an O2 sensor on them. Basically what that means is if you decide to do a cat delete, it's not going to throw any codes, it's not going to hinder any of the performance, it's not going to make it misfire, nothing weird like that. It's just a straight delete. And so when you think about it, 4 catalytic converters, that's a ton of restriction. So you think about the air coming into the engine, goes in through the intake, in through the engine, then the exhaust gas coming out, it has to go through 4 sets of filters, and that's just a lot of congestion and a lot of backflow coming from an inline 6. So basically what I went ahead and did is I took it down to my muffler guy. He deleted out the 2 secondary catalytic converters, so I had a Resonator Delete, Muffler Delete, and secondary cat deletes, and it was fairly cheap. Like I said, I had the muffler already deleted when I purchased the car, but if any muffler shop only charges you $50-$60 for that, my Resonator was another $50. Secondary cat charged me $100 to remove both of them, so 50 and 50. So in total I spent about $200. This is where you listen up. This is where you have to listen. So after I took my car to get the secondary cats removed, I told the guy while still on the lift, I was like, hey, I'll take those secondary cats, all right? You don't have to discard them, I'll take them. He's like, okay, cool, because you know, they're still mine. I paid him to remove them, but they're still mine, you know? So I got those secondary cats, and if you go all online, if you go on Facebook Marketplace, if you go on Craigslist, 5 Miles, any of those sites, you can find guys on there that'll actually buy those catalytic converters off of you. So catalytic converters have very, very rare metals in the actual catalytic converter itself. For someone who doesn't have the machinery to break down those metals, it's useless to keep them. Like I said, there's guys on there that'll buy those secondary cats off of you. So what I did is I hit up a guy. It took me no more than 5 minutes to find a buyer. Same day, I hit him up, we met up, and he gave me $50 per cat. You can kind of haggle your way up. Some of them will kind of lowball you. Don't take anything less than $50 because you can easily get $100 off of them. I got those secondary cats, I sold them off, made $100. I only spent $200 on all of my exhaust work in total. Quick math, you know, 200 minus 100. I only spent $100 on all of my exhaust work. Right now, I'm gonna show you guys how it sounds, how it turned out. Personally, I think it sounds phenomenal. $100 is nothing. I mean, that's like what, a spark plug change, give or take. I mean, that's $100 is nothing for the outcome that it gave me. I'm gonna show you guys a few rolling videos, a few off the line. Every time I let my foot off the gas, it crackles, it pops, it sounds phenomenal. So stay tuned, y'all are about to hear it.
Yeah.